Good afternoon, world. We are here getting some nice afternoon sun. Just accidentally swallowed water down the wrong part of my mouth before we started, so that was a good thing. What a great start. All right, happy Thursday. I couldn't remember what day it was. Stream day. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Today is Thursday because it's needle felting Thursday. So, we are continuing. I actually the other day spent probably like a good 45 minutes to an hour cinching in this top part of this teapot because I just wanted, like, it wasn't giving me teapot vibes 100% at the end of our last Thursday stream. So I cinched her in and I'm much happier with it. We'll actually do frag check. Make sure this fits in here. Oh yeah, he still fits in the teapot. So we should be all right to fit a little dormouse in here, a la Alice in Wonderland. That's what we're working on today. On our very first stream as an affiliate. Super duper exciting stuff. Got the invite last night. Frantically ran up the stairs and sorted all of this out. And we're here doing the thing. Let me turn up the tunes a little bit. Maybe I'll keep them low on the app itself. I might turn up this volume. Sure. We'll see. We're back on chill, just regular chill. We've gotten rid of the chill cinema. What was like Cinemascapes or something? That was last week's. Calming cinematics. I wasn't a huge fan of that last time, so we're going to do something different. So I'm woefully unprepared for how we're going to make this dormouse. I literally quickly just Googled what the hell a dormouse looks like. I'm not sure if we're going to be going for more cartoony or more realistic. So we'll see how it goes. We have our wool stash here. So I'm thinking they seem to be like a lot tannier in color. So let me just pop a few color options down here. We're obviously going to have to give them like little pink ears and stuff at some point. Yeah, just very neutral brown colors. That's too yellow. And then maybe we chuck in a little bit of white there later. I'm not too sure. Okay, this is what I'm thinking dormouse color wise. An option we could do actually in order to preserve more color wool, because I don't have a lot of each color. He's not going to be very big, but we could kind of start a base in just like a plain white color, and then that way we can just add and like wrap the colored wool we want onto him. Maybe, sort of, kinda. I think I don't know if I want to do that or not. Yeah, no, I think we should, just to preserve the colors for when we actually need them. So we're gonna, I still have this white. I still have this generic white from a kit. So I think what we'll do is we will start with that and just kind of make like essentially little sausages, little sausage body pieces. And then once we kind of get a decent size, then we can layer on the color that we actually want the dormouse to be. So we're going for this sort of size, maybe like a little bit longer in body. Freg is a little bit like short and stump. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure out what we're going to do, and then we'll have a little chit chat about all the fun, new, exciting things that have happened today via stream. So yeah, let's just get started. So I'm trying to think what would be the best method of doing this. It's probably going to be like body, then legs, head, arms. So maybe we just start with a simple like oblonged sausagey shape. Stick the teapot off to the side. Actually, we might move this up because there's a little bit more going on here than just, than what happens during cross stitching. Okay, we shall don the leather finger condoms and go from there. Hopefully, we can get him looking like a dormouse before the end of stream today, because everything that I've read about needle felting, it will not look like the thing you want it to for about 90% of the creation of it, and then it'll all come together in the last 10%. So hopefully we can get maybe like 92% of the way there today, so then that will give everyone a visualization of what the hell we're trying to do. Yeah. Do some cozy vibes. We're going tea themed with the channel. So our rewards are going to be called tea tokens. Our sub tiers are all tea related. I'm hoping to get a lot of tea themed emotes and some shadow ones, because when I was thinking last night about what I want this to be, how I want this to grow, I think, like, obviously crafting, but because I experiment with a lot of different kinds of crafts, I don't really feel comfortable sort of doubling down on maybe like cross stitch themed or needle felting themed stuff. So I think myself as a crafter, as somebody who enjoys nostalgia, witchiness, all that kind of stuff, when that takes precedence, tends to fluctuate. So, but one of the things that I realized is that the two main consistent things, regardless of what I'm crafting, you know, what I'm interested in, whether it be like movies, media, like what's sort of inspiring me, tea and my dog Shadow will always be consistent as inspirations. So that seems to be, you know, a safe place to start in terms of how I want to frame my Twitch community, if you will. So we really need to get to work on this. It just looks like a little white ball of fluff, but I promise you it will look like a cute little dormouse at some point. But until then, we're just working on doing a base for his body. And then once we have a little sausage base for the body, then we will move forward with the actual color scheme for the dormouse and add stuff to that. Yeah. So the tea that I'm drinking today is Melbourne Breakfast, right here, in one of my favorite mugs. It's like basically if English breakfast and a vanilla pod had a baby. It's like it's basically breakfast tea with vanilla. I don't know if it's the same blend that they would use in their English breakfast, but that's basically what it is. And it's very nice and calming. I'm not sure why vanilla is sort of the flavor profile they were going with to represent Melbourne. One of the other teas of theirs, this is T2. This is T2 brand. One of the teas I have of theirs is called New York Breakfast, and that one's meant to sort of be like diner style pancake, so like very sweet, very like sweet breakfast foodie kind of vibes, and I get that. I don't know what the significance of vanilla would be to Melbourne. We don't know. Okay. Not sure if we'll get any shadow appearances on stream today. I think he's downstairs with his favorite human today, but he might pop up, say hello. The chances of spotting him are more likely on a Tuesday, but he might still come say hi. Who knows? Okay, I think we're gonna go a little stocky, chonky with this. We shall see. Yeah. So we're basically just making a little mouse body. So a lot of needle felting, like, I guess it's similar to, you know, when you start drawing, I don't know, I don't draw, but like you see when people study things and it's all like you start with shapes, like that's sort of the advice that people give you when you start drawing, is like you focus on the shapes of things and then you develop like details and definition and the features and stuff after. That's kind of what we're doing with this, where we're just coming up with like the basic shapes of what we want and then going from there. And then this one, because it's sort of like the first main shape, this one doesn't have any like floofy ends because we're going to basically be attaching everything to this base. So when we go to do like the head and the feet and the little hands, we're gonna leave like the little floofy bits on the end of the floss, like of the end of the project, so that we can easily attach them afterwards. Yeah. Okay. I think the biggest thing I'm gonna, because I kind of want the dormouse to be like peeking over top of the teapot, I don't want to make it so that he's kind of standing peeking over the teapot, because then he kind of won't stand outside of it. Oh my god, Nathan, thank you so much for the subscription. You didn't have to do that, buddy. Thank you so much. Aw, that's so cool. I saw that you got affiliate yesterday as well, so congrats. Congrats. Something must have been in the water yesterday, because they were just like dishing out affiliates left, right, and center. Not that we didn't earn it, obviously. Wow. Wowie wow. Okay. That's wild. I did not expect my first sub. That's tier 1. So we've decided that we're going to call tier 1 the chamomile crew. We're all going to be doing tea themed things. Tea theme is the goal for this stream. So thank you for joining the chamomile crew. Thank you so much. I love it. I'm finally going to get to see all these other little alerts that I made earlier on. Very exciting. Okay. So this is what we're starting with. This just looks like it looks like a packing peanut, actually. But we're going to probably make it fit, I think, shorter and stockier. Wait, but I have to remember that we're also putting a head on this, so it still needs to be shorter. This is just the body. So a little bit shorter, a little bit stockier. And then we'll attach the body. Thank you. Jeez, I appreciate that. I hope you're having an excellent day. I saw you were streaming a little bit yesterday. How did that go? I hope it went well. Oh, that's really good. Okay. All right. No. I was like, maybe we're ready to move on. I don't think we are. I don't think we're ready. Make him just a little bit stockier. Just basically, we have to make a chunky packing peanut for the body of this dormouse. And then, okay. Yes, perhaps. Okay. So that's the base. Maybe we make his head next. I'm gonna have to Google the dormouse again because I want to get his face right. I feel like, so this is so silly, like this is actually like a figurine, but I feel like this is what we're going with in terms of vibe. Maybe not as like hunched over, but this I think is going to be our best bet in terms of like a reference photo. So maybe I will keep this on my phone so I can go back to it because I think we're going to need to. So next we'll make a little face and we'll attach that and hopefully it goes all right. I'm really excited. So I discovered, I think it was like a couple weeks ago before like affiliate and stuff, I discovered something called a blurp. Like blurp is this extension, so it's the sound extension. And I got really excited because I feel like this is a good way for me to tap into the like nostalgic side of myself that I feel like isn't kind of represented on my stream so far. So I basically ended up making a bunch of like really not obscure but very specific niche to me sound blurps that are like based on Disney Channel original movies or based on like my favorite movies from the 90s and stuff like that. And before the only option was to redeem them via bits. But now you can redeem them via channel points. So I encourage you to do that. I think that'll be super fun. And then that way it's literally just like points based on you guys watching me as opposed to handing out bits. By all means, I would love some bits, but I just more want to hear my blurps and I can hear them that way as well. So that'll be really exciting. So I'm thinking we're going to do the head of the dormouse and then we're actually going to make the ears separate. I think I was trying to give myself a little bit of a tail that I could attach it to. Oh, actually, this might work. So I started rounding this off, but I think if I fold this, I don't know, we're going to go with it. Remember what I said, it's not going to look like the thing you want it to until it's like 90% done. So we're just going to go with it and see what happens. Yeah, no problem. I hope the phone sort out goes well. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much for the sub. And yeah, I'll chat with you later once you've gotten all that sorted out. Just hang about and lurk. Okay. Okay. Does this look like a head? I don't know. This is like the side profile right now. I don't know. We'll see. Just have to let it happen. Listen to the sweet, sweet sounds of me stabbing this foam board. Oh my goodness! Yay! Woohoo! Hi, Chatty Threads. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, hello, friends. Welcome. Thank you so much. Yeah, first affiliate stream. I'm so glad you guys are here to celebrate with me. It was very exciting, very unexpected, but super stoked that it happened. The Chatty raid is here. So exciting. Thank you so much for rocking out. We are in the process of trying to make a dormouse to sit... Hi, cat! To sit in our little teapot. Just got here and raid, but never want to... Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that this was a thing. You know what it is? It's because my brother-in-law bought me this like kit for Christmas and it came with these. And at first I was like, I don't know what these are. And then it kind of worked it out. So these are the leather finger condoms to protect us from the stabby felt needles. Yeah, exactly. Right? What's that? Honestly though, and especially if you do needle felt, any craft you use that involves sharp objects, which seems to be all of the types of crafts that I do, when you stab yourself, which you inevitably will, it's not pleasant. And so this, especially when I'm doing like little tiny things, I find that I'm very thankful that I have these. Yeah. Ah, so you're like, OG, they didn't have protections back then. You just had to suck it up, eh? The calluses of all of the previous injuries from crafting have, you know, strengthened your fingers. I still have, like, little baby bitch fingers, so I need protection. Awesome. So what were you working on, Chatty? What was your stream? What's happening on your stream today? Is this gonna be a dormouse? Oh. The mini that protects photos from finger oils. Doing cross stitch. Oh, very cool. What cross stitch are you working on right now? I cross stitch on Tuesdays, so I'm currently working on the Cryptid Stitch Along by the Witchy Stitcher. Yeah. Well, I feel like you need, like, isn't there, especially when you go through, like, archival paperwork and stuff like that, you need, like, fancy gloves and stuff. Yeah. I love that. I think that's an excellent idea. There's just too many crafts to do, you know what I mean? Like, too many crafts, so little time. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. That's another thing I'm super excited about with, like, becoming affiliate is that polls are an option. Oh, Kat, I imagine with wire wrapping, you probably have, like, strong fingers. And then I'm sure if you have to, like, cut the wire to then mold it, you get, like, some sharp edges, and I'm sure you get a few, you know, so it's not a needle, but you definitely still probably stab yourself with wire, don't you? At least I would. Doesn't it? I find needle felting wild. Like, you just take a fancy needle and you stab it multiple times and then it makes things. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Okay, I don't know. Does this look like a face? I don't think so. Aw, thanks for lurking. Thanks for lurking, Cricket Tot. Yeah. See, you say that, but you're cross-stitching, which technically is a stabby craft. It's like a calmer, like less chaotic stabby craft. There's order to it, but you still have to stab things. I have this multi-tool, which is like multiple needles in one, but I find it doesn't really work for... Ooh, Octopus Army. Oh my god, are you counting down like the hours, minutes until your vacay? That sounds exciting. How long are you vacaying for? Is it like a week or is it like a weekend, a couple of days, long weekend? To be fair, even just like having a vacation from life for like a couple hours is nice, isn't it? That's really cool. Ooh, almost 2 weeks. That'll be really nice. Ah, fuck! See what I mean, you guys? I got distracted, and I used the wrong finger to anchor down the needle felt, and we just stabbed ourselves. It's fine, though. It's cool. There we go. Maybe we do this instead. We switch fingers. It's fine. But Cricket Tot, I think that's really awesome. I feel like 2 weeks is like a good time for your body to start to relax. I feel like sometimes though, it can kind of, it's almost like you need the 2 weeks to fully decompress. And then once the 2 weeks is done, you're like, well, now I'm relaxed. I can actually enjoy things. So hopefully you're able to decompress a lot quicker and can enjoy your whole 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, that's how I kind of learned to needle felt. Kat is like watching videos because I got a kit and it didn't come with pictures. And they were like, just stab this until it looks like this. And I'm like, I don't know what it's supposed to look like. I don't know what you want from me. So watching a YouTube video of how this works was actually very helpful. I don't think this is gonna do what I want it to do. Thought maybe I could attach it. Maybe we do, and we see. Ooh, that'll be awesome. I feel like knitting socks, at least from what I've heard, is like the harder of the knitting things. Because it's like, it's not just like one kind of straight thing. Like anytime you have to knit something on like an angle and you have to use like multiple. Well, this is like some wonky shenanigans. It's fine. This is my reference photo. And this is what we have right now. Oh, actually, I'm not nearly as upset as I thought it was gonna be real bad. But we still have the shape that we want, so that's okay. That's okay. Oh, no. Well, excellent. I'm glad you're so neighborly, Chatty Threads. That's so awesome that you go, like a good neighbor. Like a good neighbor, Chatty Threads is there. I don't know if you guys have State Farm wherever it is you are and get that reference, but that's what I did. Aw, thank you, Beaver Belch. I'm hoping it'll be adorable in its own special way. Okay. Yeah, I was still great, and I'm so glad you came to raid, even if it was just to stop by for a few minutes. That was really awesome. Hey, man. Any bit of time together counts. And good luck with learning how to knit socks. I know. Yes. Blood, sweat, and maybe tears will go into this dormouse. So he better appreciate his inception into the world. I think we're okay. It's always such a shock when it happens. You're like, makes you like gasp. But we're there. It's fine. Okay. He doesn't really, he has a very skinny neck. I'm not kind of sure what's going on. It kind of looks like a vulture right now. Like, it looks like if I gave it wings, it would be... What's the Disney movie? Is it The Jungle Book that has the vultures? That's what it looks like. It looks like one of the vultures right now. We don't want a bird. We want a mouse. Oh, I don't know. They should all be hooked up. That's a shame. Did you just use one? Oh, I don't have sound alerts on for follows, unfortunately. But thank you so much for the follow, Chatty Threads. I just looked at that. Maybe I need to. I have sound alerts on for... What is it? Yeah, I just have like alerts, but not sound alerts on. Maybe I should, though. Maybe I should create some. But I have blurps, sound alert, not sound alerts. I have blurbs. Is that what they're called? Blurbs that you can redeem using your channel points, using your T tokens. But thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. 55. Wow. That blows my mind, guys. Like, the goal was to get to 50 followers by my birthday, which is the 21st of March. And we are way ahead of schedule. Like, so far ahead of schedule. And it's amazing. And I appreciate you all so much. Okay. Now, what's going on here? Okay. I think maybe what needs to happen is we need to, like, create a bit more of a connection between this stick neck and the back of this sausage. So, yeah, Aries Club. When's your birthday, Kat? Are you an April Aries or a March Aries? My mom is an April Aries. And I'm a March Aries. Okay. We're gonna give him... Oh, yeah. My mom's is the 17th. April Aries. Very cool. Hi, Severus. I am doing very well. Pooch is very good. He's downstairs chilling out with his favorite human. When my partner is home, they're like attached at the hip. But we went on a very good walk. We always do our pre-stream walkies. And it was very successful. So he's probably having a nap right now, actually. He tends to snooze. My son is a March Aries. Ooh. I don't know whether to apologize or not. No, that's awesome. We're chill. We're cool. We're cool people. Yeah. No, it's good. I hope you are having an excellent day. What we are doing right now is we're attempting to make the dormouse that will eventually sit in our teapot. And it's looking like a vulture right now, but we'll get there. So one of the things about needle felting is that it will never look like what you want it to until you're about 90% done. So that's a good like Aries in a nutshell. We can be a bit of an asshole, but we got big hearts. I don't know if Kat agrees with this. Kat, do you think that's an accurate representation? It could just be March Aries. You can fully recuse yourself of this comparison. And we can just designate it to March Aries and not for all Aries. We don't speak for all of them. There we go. Sounds good. Okay. We are adding to this, giving it a little bit more of a neck. so it doesn't look like an evil vulture. Not that vultures are evil, but you know what I mean. Okay. I think it'll probably help if we like... I'll keep my water jug to myself. Nuh-uh, Severus. Sharing is caring. Are you saying that you don't want a dormouse to chill in your water jug? That's a fair request. That's a fair request. We're going for fantastical Wonderland vibes. So this is going to be like an anthropomorphic dormouse that is like your best friend. I don't know. Sure. Okay. Would probably help if we bulked up his face a little bit more. Because it's looking a little flat. And we gotta, like, pointify his nose. Pointify? Make his nose a little pointier. I am. Look at that. Making friends. Severus is also low-key the, like, chat fact-checker. He didn't specifically, not explicitly, but we were chatting the other day, and anytime I was like, I think this is this, he'd be like, yes or no. So now whenever I have a question that I throw out to the world, you can choose not to accept this role, Severus, but you are low-key my fact-checker from now on. Okay, let us give this mouse more of a face. Because we're kind of getting... This is where we're at right now. Okay, we don't hate it. We don't hate it. Because right now we're just building the foundational body of it. That's good. I'm glad you feel like it's an honor and not a burden. Beaver Belch, thank you so much for the follow. I also really appreciate that name because I'm from Canada, so anything related to beavers, I'm just like instantly identify with. Maybe. Okay. Oh, guys, we're gonna just try to secure this without stabbing ourselves at the same time. Okay, cool. Cool. The fuck? It's fine. It's all good. Okie dokie. Just chaotic, stabby energy. Okay. Oh, we have a lot of unstabbed thread here. Who's going with it? Okay. Perfect. But not really, but it's okay. Are those whales? Cat? This feels appropriate. Are you telling me that this looks like a beluga? Because, like, kind of. Low-key, kind of. It does, doesn't it? I don't know if you missed it, Severus, but I've already stabbed myself, and it's not even, like an hour, half hour into stream yet. So we're off to a great start. I was actually thinking this morning that, like, I don't know if you guys have ever watched any, like, horror movies or things that, like, take place in asylums, but this low-key was, like, giving me, like, lobotomy vibes the other day. I was like, wait a second. Not that I'm encouraging anybody to lobotomize themselves, but... yeah. A beluga. Wasn't that... I think that was, like, a song. I don't know if this was just, like, a Canadian-specific children's song, but I think there was, like, a song. I think it was, like, Fred Penner or somebody. There was, like, a song called Baby Beluga. And it was a kid's song. I don't know what the words are, but... okay. Maybe if we make... oh, yeah. So you've probably come across... yeah. You're like, nah, it's cool. Oh, so you know what I'm talking about. So, can confirm, Baby Beluga is just not something that I, like, had a fever dream about. To be fair, that's one of the things that's probably gonna... I've, like, went down this, blurp making rabbit hole. Oh, you're from the States. It's alright, we forgive you. Just kidding. No, okay. Still appreciate the beaver in the name. To be fair, though, it wasn't, like, the famous show Leave It to Beaver based in the States, so there could be that, too. What was I thinking? Oh, yeah. So, blurps. Sound blurps. My plan is just to have a whole subsection of, like, weird, niche, like, Canadian music and TV reference sound bites. So even if... so one of them... you'll come across it if you know, and you'll be so excited. You'll be like, I've never thought about this in years. Or you'll be, like... given a tour of my brain of, like, the random core memories I have of, like, obscure Canadian nonsense. It's so funny, Beaver, because, like, living in the UK, I remember especially when I was working in retail, and they, you know, people are chatty when you're, like, ringing them up and stuff, and they would always ask, like, oh, so whereabouts in the States are you from? And I'd be like... I'm from Canada. And they'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Did I offend you? I'm like, no. I didn't expect you to know the difference, to be honest. But they're always so shocked. And then sometimes if I'm feeling cheeky, I'll be like, nah, we're the nice ones. I won't be offended. But if you mistake an American for a Canadian, you're in for it. I don't know. Probably not, but... and then one time I was mistaken for as Irish, which I thought was a very random comparison. Because I don't sound Irish at all. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Canadian living in the UK. For my 5th year here. So all of my childhood core memories are made in a small northern Ontario town. Okay. Okay, I don't hate this. Scotland. Ew. That just... you from Scotland? Is that what Canadians say? I'm so sorry, Severus. No. Sir... I keep calling you Severus, and I don't think that's what it is. Servius. Sorry, my bad. Servius, not Severus, not Snape. Servius, my bad. Scotland. That sounds like... yeah, I don't know. Just say bear. Okay, cool. That's cool. I can do that. Because you never know, sometimes, like, people have, you know, long-ass Twitch names, and you don't know which part of the name you want, to be referred to as. So if I call you something in chat and you don't like it, just be like, bitch, this is my name. And I'll be like, okay, cool. Maybe be nice about it, but you could also say that and I wouldn't be offended. Yeah. To be fair, Canada's not doing too great either. I think every place has like hella baggage. But you know, you guys have Disney World, so the pros and cons, right? All right. Okay. I think we need to move on. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. You're role playing. Awesome. I like that. I love that. I love people's origins for how they've come up with their Twitch names. That's fair. I think that's a fair critique, Beaver. I think especially now, like, I remember because I used to always say when I turned 30, I wanted to go to Disneyland Paris for my birthday. But obviously now it's way too people-y for my liking. I think it's probably too people-y for my liking before, but now with, like, the state of the world and how everything is going on, I'm like, I'm going to stay right here in my house where things are safe and life is good. And so, yeah. Oh, no. You're riding the struggle bus, Nathan. I feel for you. Waiting in queues and such. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think maybe now. Maybe we do some feats. Yeah. See, that's what I was saying the other day. I'm like, if I, like, won the lottery, to be fair, it probably wouldn't have to be the lottery. I would have to, like, have a lot of pull in some capacity. I would rent out Disney for the day and just go with my friends and family, and then you could experience all of it without all of the people. Yeah, I think so. Because I think the goal is to have him sort of sitting in the teapot, so I guess he would be a little bit hunched over, wouldn't he? Because we're sort of, like, combining this with, like, this. Yeah. So you're right. I think he probably does need a little bit more of a... Wait a second. Yeah, it is very expensive. Yes, I think he doesn't have so expensive. Not. Yeah, definitely. Buy a Joann's and hire people to manage it while I have Kate Blanche to take any of the supplies I wanted. I feel that. Cause is that not yeah. Joann's is the craft fabric store, like, conglomerate in the States, right? Cause you guys have Michael's as well though, right? Cause there's also like, I was familiar mostly with Michael's in Canada, and then here it's Hobbycraft. But to be honest, like, Michael's was expensive, but it had way better stuff than Hobbycraft does. Hello, Dej. Welcome. Thank you. Okie dokie. Thank you for lurking. Yes. Okay. Hobby Lobby. Oh, is Hobby Lobby bad news? I've never experienced a Hobby Lobby, so I'm not too sure. I definitely think that there's probably, like, a definitive ranking of craft stores. That's really frustrating. Yeah, when you get good coupons, Kat, it's helpful. But when you don't get good coupons, yeah. That's really frustrating, Beaver, that, like, you stood up for yourself and you got shit for it. You say that, but I still did manage to stab myself the other day, Vincent. But yes, we have adorned the leather finger condoms for protection. We're just kind of molding this guy into shape right now. Yeah. It's unfortunate that, like, there's still places around the world that are garbage. Thankfully. Yeah. That's the one thing that really scares me about the US. And even, like, to some degree about Canada, though it's not as bad, is the guns. I'm not a big old fan. It's not the size, it's how you use it, Vincent. Come on now. We don't body shame even if this is for fictional people. It's not what you have, it's how you have it. It's how you use it. No, honestly, it's fine. Cam Beaver, I don't mind the politics. Yeah. You need the rent. Like, you need to rant sometimes. Ooh. Oh, Chud, hi. Thank you so much. Yes, we made affiliate last night, and it's all thanks to you guys. Oh, interesting. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, thanks. It was very fun. Super exciting times, especially considering that the goal was not to have this happen until way later in the year. And it did, and it happened. And we're crushing it. Actually, I do have a little thing planned to celebrate. And it's probably going to be super cringe, but I think you guys will enjoy it. But let me just figure out what we're doing here first, and then we'll go. Actually, I'll tell you. I'll spill my own tea, but I've decided that I'm going to serenade you all in a minute with songs that are in honor of you and how much I appreciate you and the fact that you guys are here following me and being amazing. So, but let me figure out what I'm doing first, and then I will grace your ear holes with the sweet, sweet sounds of my gratitude. Just let me fix this a little bit. But I hope everyone's having a great day, and I'm so glad you guys are here. And I know, guys, we were getting a little bit political in the minute, talking about how shitty the world can be, but I'm glad that we all have a safe space here together, and we can all connect and be good buddies and friends. And, you know, when where you're from isn't the nicest place, it feels good when you can come in to a virtual world that is nice and fun and accepting, and I accept you all. No, maybe. I don't know. Hi, Ningde. I'm glad you're here for my affiliate celebration stream. I was just saying about how I'm going to serenade y'all in a minute. I have 3 song options, but I'll tell you what the vibe is, and I'll, like, explain how it works, and then Oh, Kat, that would be amazing. I have a donate button like down in my panels, but hey man, I'm just glad you're here. Like, that's all that matters. Uh-oh, Vincent. See, Vincent always comes in chat and like causes problems. he's always out here. Not causing problems, more just like being his entertaining, fun-loving self. But that's it. You got Beaver thinking of that song now. Hopefully I can get another song stuck in your head by that point. But yeah, exactly. I'm so glad you all are here. Okay, this is looking, it still looks like a vulture, but I think we're going to give him some feats, but maybe we will, I know. See, I feel like Bob X, I feel like I was always adjacent to like the shenanigans that I knew that you and Dej were capable of causing. And now that like I'm aware, I'm like, y'all are sassy. Sassy and saucy. Ooh, back with a refill of my snack. What are you snacking on, Bear? Ooh. Ooh, yeah, do more yarn. What color spinning are you doing, Noonday? I hope your kid had a great day at school as well. Okay. Well, oh no. We're gonna get the sass police up in here. Oh, snake's drink. Ooh, trying sour apple one. Sounds good. Yeah, I read that and then I was like, I'm pretty sure it's not a typo. I think that's a deliberate spelling of something and I don't know what it is. But now I know it's a drink. Pastel rainbow sounds very exciting. Okay. I've never tried. I don't know what it is. But now I will grace you with the first song of the afternoon. So I have decided that, you know, we've reached affiliate and you guys have all gotten me here and I really appreciate you. And I don't have anything to give you except for my love and musical iterations of my love. So here you go. Here is How Much I Appreciate You, arranged in the style of the Backstreet Boys. Bear, don't you test me. You ready? 'Cause my love is all I have to give. Without you, I wouldn't have gotten affiliate. I wish I could hug every one of you, but my love is all I have to give. There you go. So, the theme of our musical requests are we're gonna take songs, preferably, if you can think of some, pop like 90s, 2000s music, and then we're going to change the lyrics to make them about affiliates and about you guys. So if you would like to submit your own, I will sing them. But if not, I have two others for you. Kat, no problem. Thank you so much. Yeah, see, Bear, aren't you glad you didn't put your earplugs in? Glad you didn't put your earplugs in for that sweet, sweet serenade? I appreciate it. Go do excellent things. Thank you for stopping by. Maybe I'll see you later. But yeah, so I have love to give you. I also have blurps that you can spend your tea tokens on. I love that, Vincent. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you've subbed me. We don't have any subs. We have one sub. My boy Nathan came and gave me a sub, but I'm all about that follow life. As long as you follow me. Okay, what's the next one? My next one is, You've raised me up, so I've become an affiliate. So I'll raise up this lukewarm mug of tea. I am proud that we've done this together. You raise me up, so affiliate I be. There you go. There's another one. I got so jazzed about this, guys. I was like, ooh, what am I going to do to celebrate? And then I was like, wait a second. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Maybe we can get somebody to clip all of my musical renditions and then you can go back and watch them, Beaver, and just, you know, it'll be a pleasure for your ear holes. No. Oh, jeez. What else is going on? No. I'm glad. Get the trench coat. Don't go into standard, because I don't know, Bear, are you having to prep for Storm Eunice? Because if you are, then please don't go stand outside. Aw, see you later, Kat. Thank you so much for stopping by. All of the love. Let's give this mouse some legs so he stops looking like a vulture. I was going to say voucher. Vulture. Well, I'm going to stop looking like a vulture. Enjoy your lunch, Beaver. Thanks for stopping by, Kat. Severus, please don't go outside. Oh! Well, only if you got the goods, Bear. Can you imagine that? You should do that. I bet you that's like... Somebody who animates things and is really clever should make like a cartoon edit where it's like somebody in a trench coat and it's all about like Twitch and YouTube and stuff like that. And it's like, hey man, come here. I got something for you. And they open it up and it's just like subs and follows. They're like, come on, guys. It's like what bots look like. It's like the sketchy guy in the trench coat trying to sell you subs and follows. That's what I picture now. Now, whenever we get, like, a bot or something, I just assume that they're, like, a sketchy-looking person in a trench coat. Not that you would look sketchy in a trench coat, Bear. I'm sure you would look fabulous. Aw, hang in there, Nathan. Beaver Lunch and Bear Goods. Yeah. Okay. I need to focus now. I'm getting so excited. This is cool. Let us... I have a feeling he's kind of going to look like one of those, like... Have you ever seen, like, a documentary about the, like, desert, and there's these, like, little jumping mice, like kangaroo mice? I think it's just called the kangaroo mouse. I'm glad I could be of assist. Depends which bear you're referring to, Vincent. Okay. I'm getting distracted by all you lovely people. All my lovely people. Oh, wait, I have one more. I have one more song. Okay, what was the other one? This one will be real short, though. But I just worked out that it actually works. I have to make sure I'm spelling it correct, though. This is to the tune of Elton John, Saturday Night. So, A-F-F-I-L. Wait. A-F-F-I-L-I-A-T-E. Affiliate. I think there's too many letters. Hang on. Yeah, 100%. There's one too many letters. I thought this was going to work, guys. A-F-I-L-A. No. A-F-F-I-L-I-A-T-E. Affiliate. We gotta cut one of the L's, guys, in order for that song to work. I'm sorry. The BSB one was my best work. It all went downhill from here. Okay, back to my mouse picture because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm hoping if I just like wrap this around here enough times, we shall make a circle. Hi, Kay! Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by our first affiliate stream. I hope you're having an excellent day. We are just hanging out, attempting to make a dormouse. It looks like a fuzzy vulture right now, but we're working on it. Yeah, it turned out real good. I'm not sure what color, like, I have to deal with the lid later because I've run out of like the lilac color that I used to make this. So we will see how it goes. Thank you so much. I hope you are having an excellent day. I hope that life is treating you well. I love how all of the ones we're thinking of are just Backstreet Boys related ones, Vince. Yeah. Oh no. That's the worst. Do you get like sinus headaches and stuff, or are you just like hella stuffed up right now? Because both are frustrating. I find I get like tension headaches and stuff from the weather. I don't know if this is working. Ooh! That's exciting. What's your kitten's name? I should really be putting protection on, guys. Protection first. First and foremost. I don't know why I think I can, you know, get away with this. Yeah. Now, is that because of the sinuses, or is that low-key because of the cat as well? Because the amount of friends that I have that are allergic to cats but still have cats in their life because they're like, I'm so obsessed with them, is a lot. Button, that's really cute. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing now. Sure, let's attempt this. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, oh, am I going to do channel points and give Shadow treats with them? The only problem is he might not actually be available to receive said treats. He might just be asleep the whole time. So it might have to be that, like, you use them with your channel points, and then I will have to just film videos of me feeding him and being like, so-and-so says thank you, and give him those treats. But, hey, man. However you got to do it, right? When do you stream next, Vincent? When's your next stream? His name's Brad? Oh, I love that. How many cats do you have? Behave, Bob X. Behave. Cool. Friday. Sounds good. Fingers crossed that this, you know, I don't know if you guys are all prepping for, in the UK, if you're prepping for Storm Eunice. Making sure that she doesn't cause any power outages or any issues like that. You guys. I refuse to acknowledge your shenanigans. Yeah, it was super windy here yesterday, last night, but so far, like, nothing too wild happened. I have no idea how we're making the feet for this little mouse. This is not going well. Okay. Yeah. It still feels pretty windy right now. Oh, really? Yeah, in preparation for it. Yeah. Fingers and toes crossed that it's, you know. But yeah, they're recommending, like, you know, not traveling and stuff too. Because I can imagine there's, like, some big bridges around here that, like, they'll probably shut or they'll encourage people not to drive on them. Because I'm sure it's going to be crazy windy. Yeah, maybe that's what needs to happen, Vince. You need to get a little kitty cat onesie. You need some little ears. And a big old fluffy tail. Okay, this is kind... After all my frustration and saying how angry I was at this, it's kind of, maybe, sort of, kind of... I'm not gonna... We're just gonna... There we go. Let's see what happens. Because you are telling us that the reason people come to your stream is for cat content, so ergo, you need to become the cat. Oh, you got one of those fancy ones, eh? You're gonna have to get those Bluetooths. What was it? You gotta get those Bluetooth. I finally, because mine doesn't have a headphone port either, so I had to get an adapter for my headphones, because I'm still all about wires. I don't trust myself to have Bluetooth earbuds. I think I would lose them. So it was easier to get this little dongle that attaches to my corded headphones, and then this bad boy will go into my stuff. Okie dokes. I will see you later, Bobx. Bobsk. Perfect. I will see you in a bit. Drive safe. If you are the one driving, drive safe. I'm allowed to call her that, Vince. I don't know. I'll have to ask her. I'll be like, listen. Enjoy, Dej. Make good choices. Drive that forklift good. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna fill out this foot, and then I think we might switch to actually like putting colors on him, because then it might start looking a little bit more like a mouse, and I won't be so annoyed. Ooh, Bear hitting us with the headphone Rex. Good idea. You just might have to be that annoying person on the bus, Nathan, that just like listens to stuff on their phone without headphones. Everyone has experienced that, but it's like, I don't know, why phones not be putting in headphone jacks anymore? It's rude. Mm-hmm. Do any phones have like a traditional headphone jack anymore? I've only ever like had in the last little while I've had iPhones, so I know that they've gotten rid of them, but I don't know if like any other Android phones or stuff might still have headphone jacks, or have they just like across the board gotten rid of them? I'm not sure. Good afternoon, Fanto Cat. Good afternoon for me. Might be good morning for you. I'm not sure where you're at. But I hope you're having a fabulous day. Thank you for stopping by on our first official affiliate stream. It's been soups fun. We are attempting to make a dormouse. I'm not impressed with his foot right now, but we are getting there. Okay. High-end ones have them. That seems like a real, like, niche thing. So good morning to you. Interesting. Yeah. And when he said sunglasses, I was like, what brand is this, Kay? What magical fantasy phone brand is this? Samsung, that's fair. Yeah. My partner has to make the transition from a Android phone to an Apple phone for his work. He's not happy about it. He is definitely team Android. Yeah. I think because my big thing growing up, because I was so obsessed with music, I wanted like an iPod. And then it just became a natural progression of like, once they merged the two things together, to just go with that option. But yeah, he's not a fan. And to be fair, it's one of those things that like, because he's having to make the switch, he notices all these little inconveniences, and he's like, isn't it like really frustrating that this happens? And I'm like, yeah, I guess that would be frustrating, but I don't know. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. God, MP3 players. Isn't it wild? Like, when you think back of, like, when MP3s were a thing. And then it's, like, depending on how many megs that your little, like, MP3 player could have, you could maybe have like 15 songs. You could maybe only have like 2 albums, but they would have to be like the best songs. Or you would have, you know, when you got enough for a big one. Like, I took such pride. I think the first iPod I had was like an iPod, like the one with the wheel, the mini one, and you could play like Brick Breaker on it. Miss that. I think I probably still have it. Unless I give it to my brother. Yeah. Yeah, right? So you're like, I want the high def version of this song. And so you're like, cool. You can only have like 10. Yeah, I'm in the process of that right now. To be fair, though, like, I used to just use my phone, like, and my iPods as, like, dumping grounds for music. Because I would have these, like, random, obscure, like, 90s or, like, you know, Canadian bands. And I'm like, one day, like, I just assumed, you know, it's like in a movie, right? Where I'm like, one day I'm going to be chatting about this random, obscure, niche band. And I'm going to have to show it to my like, someone I'm talking to. And whip out my phone. And I'm going to be the one to, like, show them this song. And it's like, bitch, now Spotify exists. Now YouTube exists. If I need to desperately show somebody a specific song, probably 90% of the songs I'll be able to find on there. But there's always those few that aren't. Yeah. Yeah. To be fair, it took me forever. Like, I'm not one of those people who was like, I need to upgrade. London Boys. I don't know who that is. Was it just all London Boys? The 10 songs you would have on your MP3 player, Bear? That's the other thing, too. I really miss, like, this is me gonna, like, talk nostalgically for the next little while, but I miss compilation CDs. Oh, very cool. I, obviously now with, like, different music streaming services, there are, like, curated playlists that constantly get uploaded and things like that, but I always loved finding a good compilation album. And, like, they still do, like, the Now That's What I Call Music, like, 45,000, like, they're still doing those. But even then, like, those ones, they're just, like, the top hits, and half the time I only like 1 or 2 songs on them. But there's been a couple, like, soundtracks and a couple compilation albums that I'm like, this is so good. Oh, okay, good luck if you do. Yeah, take some Dayquil, take some antihistamines, and have a little snooze. I was really happy you stopped by, though. I hope your sinuses feel better. I actually have a couple cassettes. I kept them because, again, and I still have a bunch of my CDs. I was one of those, again, because I don't know why. I have a deep nostalgia for things. To the point where I flew them across the country because they were necessary for my life. Yeah. I'm glad you popped in too, Kay. I hope you feel better. Get your sinuses under control. Yeah. I got rid of some of them. I had to, like, keep the essentials. Maybe one day I'll give you a tour of my CD collection one day. It's mostly 2000s pop rock stuff. Like the stuff that would be featured in, like, teen girl magazines. So I'm not like my musical tastes weren't that deep. Right. We're gonna switch. No, we probably... Yeah, let's actually work on his face. Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, let's move. Oh. Yeah, that's a lot of things that, like, artists are doing right now. Obviously, vinyl's, like, had a really big resurgence, but I think there's a lot of people, too, that are releasing, like, OG cassette tapes too, which is just a really cool like novelty thing. I actually, yeah, there's been a few bands that have done that. And it's done almost in like a novelty way, but that's awesome. But you got to appreciate not having to like rewind. You know what I mean? Like when DVDs came out, you didn't have to rewind VHSs anymore. When like CDs came out, you didn't have to rewind a cassette anymore. Game changer. Game changer. Let's pop this one away for a little bit. Okie dokes. Let us start making this little munchkin's face. So we gotta pick kind of the color scheme we're gonna go with. Yeah. Oh, I remember that. Yep. Record the song. What a time, right? Now you can just like bloop, 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 like Google the song or like just YouTube it, figure it out, pull it up. Whereas back in the day, you had to work for the music you wanted. You had to put effort in. Yeah, show pure dedication to your artists. Let's mix a little bit. Sure, I'm really into this like mixing of flosses. Yeah. I miss like really cool music videos. Like I know a lot of the music like there are, I think most of the top videos on YouTube end up being like a good portion of them end up being music videos. But yeah, I miss a good music video. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like the behind the scenes. There was a show, actually. I don't know, because obviously in Canada, we didn't have... I think they eventually launched, like, MTV in Canada, but it took them a hot minute. So we used to do... it was called Much Music. That was, like, our MTV equivalent. And they had this show called Becoming, which I thought was the coolest show ever. And I used to always fantasize about, like, what would happen. And so basically, what you would do is they would take people who were, like, obsessed with a particular artist, and then they would make them over to look like that artist, and then recreate shot for shot one of the artist's music videos. So you got to, like, be the person in the music video. And I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. And I used to think, like, okay... You know, it wasn't just, like, who's your favorite artist? It's, like, what's the coolest music video you've seen that you'd really want to be in? Like, there was a lot of thought that went into my, like, 12-year-old brain of, like, who I would become. And I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. Yeah. There was one, and it was, like, there were these two twins. And they were obsessed with J-Lo. And so I think they did her music video, Love Don't Cost a Thing. But there's, like, two kind of distinct, different settings of that music video. So the one twin was, like, the club J-Lo twin. And then the other twin was, like, there's all these, like, beach scenes and stuff in the video. So she was, like, the beach J-Lo. So cool. It's like, I don't know. That just seems really cool. So you could, like, step inside and, like, recreate a music video from, like, one of your fave artists. Which one would you pick? Bear, do London Boys have any, like, really killer music videos that you could see yourself being a part of? I think we're just gonna wrap this whole boy in this brown. There was also another MTV, or it was another Much Music show, and it was like one where they probably couldn't do very many seasons of it because a lot of it like relied on trickery, kind of how like Punk'd, they had to like kind of chill for a while because as soon as anyone saw Ashton Kutcher, they thought they were being punked. It was this show where people would apply to like meet their idols, but they wouldn't meet them. Instead, the Much Music crew would show up, give them a makeover to look like their favorite idol, and then remake their bedroom in the style of this artist. So one of them was like, this girl's favorite artist was Avril Lavigne. So instead of like meeting her, they transformed her into Avril Lavigne, and then they redid her room to be like Skater Boy Complicated era style Avril, which also seemed very cool to me. But in retrospect, that must be like such a letdown. Where you're like, I really want to meet my idol. You've been chosen to do not that, but here's a weird secondary prize. They must have known, like, the whole point of the show was about bedroom makeovers. So I don't know why the guys of, like, meet your idol, JK, here's a bedroom makeover. Like, that just, even if the bedrooms looked so cool afterwards, like, that's automatically a lower tier prize. Like, meet your favorite musical hero, here's a cool bedroom. Like, that just seems like a ripoff. But again, still wanted to be on that show. Still wanted to have a cool-ass bedroom. Well, check you out, Phantom Cat. To be fair, I did have potential gripes with it. Aw, Beaver, you're back. How was your lunch? What did you have? I had, like, real sentimental attachment to things in my room, so I feel like if a crew came over and, like, took it all and redid it and, like, didn't keep the exact things I wanted, I probably would have been upset. Because that one, actually... I had pink walls with sponge paint. I remember sponge paint. Sponge paint, like the sponge texture technique, that was really in for a hot minute. Like, really bright colors and, like, really... Yeah, I can picture it. Had to go do some running and gas. Crackers and cheese. Very nice. So do some errands. Check them off your to-do list. Oh, Gothy Biovenom, thank you so much for the congrats. You guys missed my musical serenade. I'll clip them later. Basically sang, All I Have to Give by the Backstreet Boys, but instead, here, fuck it, I'll just sing it for you again, because y'all are new here. So, because I don't have anything to give everybody for helping me get to affiliate, I have this instead. Bear, plug your ears again. Just kidding. Please don't. 'Cause my love is all I have to give. Without you, I wouldn't have gotten affiliate. I wish I could hug every one of you, but my love is all I have to give. There you go. That was my encore presentation of my affiliate song. I would have been pissed at my mom. Just clear my room, a whole makeover. Yeah, right? Ooh. Grab an apple. We don't have good knives that work. Ooh. PB and apples would be really nice. I haven't done that in a hot minute. We actually have some. It's true. Internet virtual hugs to every single one of you. I will not invade your personal virtual space, Bear. Don't you worry. We're all about consent here. I will only give you virtual hugs if you would like a virtual hug. If not, a virtual wave and a virtual thumbs up is also an option. Okay, we're trying to make this mouse look a little bit more like a mouse by adorning him with the appropriate colors. Fan, okay, I saw BSB live as well. They came to my random ass small town one year, but this was the time period when Kevin decided he was too cool to be in BSB and he like clucked out. And so I only got to experience them minus Um, yeah, mine is Kevin, the jerk off. And then other people, they've obviously since reunited and all this kind of stuff. He is. Right? We didn't need Kevin anyway. Oh, you're gonna whisk me away. Whisk me away, bear, eh? See, considering yourself that you are bear, I assume you give excellent bear hugs. So, that would be okay. Aw, were you a Brian fan? Yeah. Well, because when they all went and did their, like, solo career stuff, I think Brian went off and made, like, Christian albums. So, yeah. It's not like never meet your heroes. I've actually, when I think about it, no, this has only happened, how many times has this happened to me? Yes, actually, this happened to me 3 times. So 3 times I've seen bands, oh, I like that. I've seen bands from my childhood that, like, I was obsessed with. I've seen them in concert later on in life, like, as a teen adult, and there's always been one member missing. So I saw Backstreet Boys, Kevin wasn't there. I saw S Club 7, but they were only S Club 3. I was so obsessed with S Club 7 when I was a kid. Never Had a Dream Come True was my jam. But now they're, like, all of the ones that, like, haven't found fame and fortune in other avenues of their life are touring as S Club 3. And it's kind of cringe, but I still listen to and love and know all the words to their songs. So. And then 2 years ago? Yeah. I know people have very mixed feelings about them. It was funny because there was a guy that I used to work with, and he was also, like, touring as a band and stuff. And he said that this guy that he was working with, that he was performing with, was performing in the same club that S Club 3 was. And they had, like, a little backstage booth. And he went, and he had, like, 50 quid in his wallet. And it was gone when he got back from his set. So they deduced that, like, somebody from S Club stole his money. And I was like, don't tell me that. Don't humanize and, like, make my... I'm like, so I'm living in blissfully ignorant land where, like, you know, Bradley or Joe nicked, like, 50 quid out of this man's wallet. I hope not. Reach for affiliate. I like that. Yeah, isn't it? Reach for affiliate. Climb up those follower buttons. Reach for affiliate. And when that rainbow's shining over you, and when your followers hit 50, that's when your affiliate dreams come true. Woo. Sorta, kinda. And then, a couple years ago, I finally got to see the Spice Girls in concert. But that's when Posh decided she didn't want to tour. But it was still so epic. That was 50th. Yeah! Definitely. I'm like, you guys did it. I know. Right? Oh, there we go. Okay, we found some common ground with some 90s, some cheesy 90s throwback tunes. Because I thought I lost you for a second, Bear. I was talking about S Club, and you were like, lost my respect, but I've regained it. No, never ever, right? You wouldn't have. I wouldn't blame you. Are you kidding me? I have the Spice Girls movie on DVD. I have to go rewatch it. I haven't watched it in a hot minute. I know it's just like an absolute fever dream, but it's the best. It's the best, most chaotic fever dream ever. I know. If you watched it, like, as a child, and then I remember my friend was, like, low-key scared to go to the toilet in the dark because she was convinced that, like, some guy was gonna pop through the pipes. Such a dumb scene. How does a person fit in a toilet? Yeah. And then everybody wanted the tour bus that they had that had all their cool outfits and stuff. Right? You're like, there isn't a creepy bald man in this toilet, is there? Just need to double check. Okay, maybe we'll make some, like, little ears for this guy, and then he might look a little bit more like a dormouse. We're definitely not going to finish this little guy. Like, he's so small, but we're definitely not going to finish this before the end of stream. Yeah, Meatloaf being the driver. R.I.P. Meatloaf. But yeah, there were so many. Apparently I was listening to a movie podcast, and I guess there were actually so many random British cameos in there. Roger Moore, like one of the James Bonds, was in there. I think Elton was in there. Like, there were so many random ass cameos in this movie for it to be like the chaotic garbage that it was, in like the best possible way. Like, nostalgic, chaotic, hot garbage. But yeah, and I love that. Fair enough, right? Emphasis on the creepy. Definitely. Do you actually? I think I did at one point. I don't think I kept it. I love that. Okay. I think we're going to make little ears just out of the floss here. I love that. Blasphemy. Blasphemy, cat. It deserved to go to a better home. I'm glad you stole that tape. I've seen clips of Natural Born Killers. It's on my to-watch list, but I just never got around to it. I took a photography class in university, and we just used to watch, like, a bunch of different, like, film camera shots, and so one of the techniques we were talking about, they referenced Natural Born Killers to, like, show us this particular... I don't remember what the film style was that he was referencing, but we were shown that clip. 100% Bieber, they definitely deserved it. I'm like, you talk ill of my girls, I will take this movie off your hands. Okay. These look like big ears, but obviously they'll be fine. The other one, too, actually, I don't know if this is also within your cultural zeitgeist, is Josie and the Pussycats, the movie. I actually have the soundtrack. That is one of the CDs that is in my collection still. I still 100% mess with that movie. Because it was basically, like, a really crappy... it was, like, an ode to, like, consumerism and, like, cultural brainwashing by corporations, which, like... And then Seth Green was, like, in a boy band. It's just so campy and stupid, and I love it. And that was, like, when Tara Reid was in, like, her PK day. None of this, like, Sharknado bullshit. I guess it was, like, she was, like, American Pie heyday, but, like, Josie and the Pussycats was, like, Melody was, like, the role she was meant to play. I love that. Did you watch all the Austin Powers for him as Dr. Evil's son? So funny. I don't know how well those movies held up. I feel like there's so many movies that, like, I have in my brain that I remember loving, but I haven't watched them in a hot minute, so I don't know if they still hold up culturally. So good. Hand too. Oh, I've never heard of that one. I always love it. That's another thing that I love doing when I like watch a movie is I instantly have to go to IMDb and look up the trivia for the movie, but also if it's like an actor that I either like or I recognize from something else, I have to do a deep dive into like all their filmography. Because sometimes too, they're like their first instance on camera was like some random ass guest spot on a show that I watched as a child, and I'm like, boom, clock that person. Now they're like a millionaire. Devon Sawa. Heartthrob of the 90s, Devon Sawa. I think I was a bit too young to be on the Devon Sawa train. Same with like the Jonathan Taylor Thompson. I never like got into that. I was low-key like Hanson, but like more Aaron Carter is when my like, that was my start. And I feel like Devon Sawa and JTT are older than him. But yes, I did actually, a couple Halloweens ago, I watched Casper for the first time. And I was like, I get it. I get why everyone was obsessed with him. Right? You get it. You get it. I don't think he's that much older. I just think like maybe it was like sort of around the age where I was like just about to get into like crushes and stuff, but like hadn't quite gotten to that point yet. Oh, is he really? He's 43. Meow. Good for him. Good for him for successfully aging. I don't know. Yeah. To be fair though, I feel like all of the people, like when you grow up as a kid, the people that you crush on, you know, you have to think about like what time in your life you had these crushes on these like actors and things. You're probably what, like between 7 and 12, and they were probably like between 10 and 14, so that kind of makes sense. Yeah. I think that checks out. Paul J. Mann is an excellent actor. Yep. Christina Ricci, like 90s Christina Ricci, Addams Family-esque, and then also 80s Winona Ryder. Like, I still want to be them. Like, I know they're cool grown-ass adults now, but, like, Christina Ricci as Wednesday Addams is, like, perfection. And then one of my favorite movies of all times is Heathers with Winona Ryder. And again, I wanted to be Veronica. I still want to be Veronica. Maybe without, like, you know, the psycho boyfriend, but the vibe. Yeah. All the Baywatch actors. Did you ever watch, what was it called? It was so funny because when I was in primary school, I got really ill for a while, and there was this channel that was like, I forget what that was called, but it was like the Guys Network or whatever. And so they used to do marathons of the Pamela Anderson show VIP. Yes, I'm not on TikTok, but I've seen the Veronica's musical. I saw it off Broadway in New York, and then they brought it to the UK, and I saw it, and so good. So good. If anything, I saw that, and then, like, that, like, reinvigorated my love for it. But yeah, Bear, I, like, low-key was obsessed with VIP as a child. I don't know if that says anything about me, but it was just so dumb and campy and over the top, and it was just so funny. And I'm sure it hasn't aged well. but yes, definitely. I love it. My favorite song on the Veronica's musical, I think, is Dead Girl Walking. There's also some other really good ones. They added more, like from Off-Broadway, they decommissioned one of the songs, and then they added some new ones. And the new ones are really good, too. So when I want to listen to it, I have to jump back and forth between the American Off-Broadway version and the British casting version, because the British version has the new songs, but the other one doesn't. Yeah. Yeah. Right? It's true. Hi, Hannah! I'm doing very well. Thank you so much. I'm trying to make this look a little bit more like a dormouse. It's kind of not happening. I'm hoping once I put some ears on him, I might make it happen. But I hope you're having a fabulous day. How are you? I think these ears need to be pointier. I don't know. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. I'm glad you're doing good. The goal is to get this little dormouse, and he's going to sit in our teapot a la Alice in Wonderland. Actually, I haven't done a check to see if he fits. Okay. Whew. It's a good thing I checked. There we go. Cool. So he does fit, which is good. But he doesn't look like a mouse yet, which is not good. But we'll get there. All right. Thinking if we put this ear on him. Do you think? Yeah. Is it one of those things that you're like, if I was able to be exposed to these at a much, like, before, like, maybe the queer awakening would have happened earlier? Or is it almost just, like, coincidental that you're like, this would have doubled down on the already happening queer awakening? I love that. Yeah. Every once in a while, though, like, you watch a really strange movie. Like, there's a couple movies that I've watched, and I own them now, but I don't know if I like them, but they're so weird, and they give me lots to think about, that's why I keep holding on to them, and I, like, recommend them to people to watch, not because they're, like, my favorite movie or anything, but I'm also like, can you just verify to me how batshit crazy this movie is? Oh, no. You sad that you're designing houses that, like, you could never afford IRL. That's really cool. I don't know if that's, like, if you find that, like, healing or helpful kind of for your journey to go through that. Because that's, like, a lot of stuff to unpack, isn't it? But it might be actually be cool. It might be, like by it consuming, like, this kind of media and stuff, it almost, like, allows you to kind of go through and experience that in almost, like, a safe way. Because you're using, like, you're exploring that via, like, a film or a movie. And then, obviously, if it, like, gets too intense, you can always turn it off or whatever. But, yeah. It's like an intense deep dive learning about yourself. Yeah, that's totally. Sometimes games that allow you to live a different life can be helpful, and other times it can be low-key infuriating. So maybe, Kat, you have to put the house designing game down. Yeah. What a fun realization, right? Yeah. Good for you. I feel like, I don't know if you've noticed this, like, obviously it's a little bit, like, it's kind of different, but, like, similar. Where, like, I find that as I get older, I feel more myself or feel more comfortable to be myself, and I'm less, like, worried about, like, what people will think and stuff like that. And so that's the thing that I found really exciting about aging, is that, like, you just slowly start to give less fucks about what people think. And so, you know, if you know, the more you realize, like, more about yourself, like, that's just such an exciting feeling, especially if you realize things about yourself and you're able to actively live those realizations and, like, incorporate those realizations into your life. Obviously there's some instances where it's, like, not maybe safe to do that just yet, even though you've made those realizations. But when you finally get to just, like, let your freak flag fly, it's, like, such a fun feeling. You're just like, and then when you meet people who get it and you're like, you also are cool and accepting and awesome, and I'm cool and accepting and awesome, like, this is amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Well, I'm glad your journeys of self-discovery is going well. Despite the fact that I'm sure there are moments where it is, like, a bit difficult and, like, triggering and stuff like that. But when you get through those realizations and you're able to, like, you know, live authentically or just notice things and, like, not judge yourself, right? Because, like, we were all idiots when we were younger, right? We're all dealing with all sorts of stuff and learning and growing. But you're like, hey, little me would have really enjoyed this. And then I'm sure, like, you know, like, your childhood self, you know, is, like, beaming from inside you every time you get to experience these things that were, you know, you were deprived of, that you wanted to experience as a child. Because now you're an adult, you're just like, heck yeah. Okay. This is kind of looking a little bit more like a mouse now that we have a little face on it, or a little, not a face, he has a face, but like an ear. So I think it might work. It'll be okay. I have to remind myself, this is what happens. It always looks like balls before it looks good. Yeah. Yeah, like, getting back in and, like, nurturing that. Definitely. Ooh, I'm gonna have to Google who Hexus is. Give me 1 second. Ferngully is a really good film as well. Oh, Chatty Cat, Chatty Threads, you're back. Very exciting. Okay, hang on. Hexus from Ferngully. Yup. Don't know if I've seen The Last Rainforest. He's giving me, like, sassy Hades vibes. And then Hades is already, like, hella sassy. So that's... yeah. Yeah. That's so frustrating, Beaver. Dog fed, me fed. Check, check, check. Love that. Keep those checks going. Yeah. I feel like Tim Curry is responsible for awakenings in a lot of people. Of all genders, of all spectrums. Definitely. I hope that, I guess I'm assuming, is it your cousin? And yeah, like I hope that her child and her niece have safe spaces and people that they can turn to where they feel comfortable and are able to, you know, keep, yeah, like just be able to be themselves. Like you want people to have, well, I do. I'm sure the rest of the world does, and if not, then they suck. But you want people to be able to have places where they feel safe and they can be themselves. That's really good. I'm glad that most of the family are allies. You just have those few people that you're like, yeah. I feel like that would be, obviously, if they have to live with the crappy family members, that can be really taxing, I would assume, for their, you know, their life, their mental health, their livelihood. So, yeah, really good that you have other allies within the family that those people can turn to. All good, Vince. What are you having for dinner? I'm glad you're eating. Probably have to wind down in a minute here anyway. But we'll make a second ear. We'll make a second ear, and then we will call it. And then next week, maybe I don't know. We'll see. Maybe off stream, I'll like work on him a little bit and make him look a little bit. Why is there a fruit fly on the stream? Get out of here. Do you see that? Tiny asshole floating around. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. We need another one. Yeah, guys. Gothy Biovenom is going to adopt anybody who has shitty parents and needs a new mom. Or a new parent. They're your parent now. Yep. Hey, man. You have to do what you have to do to protect yourself. You don't choose the family you're born into, but you can choose who you decide to make your family. So, I fully support that. Mix these, that's fine. I'm sure it took a lot of courage and strength to do that, Gothy Biovenom. So kudos to you for being able to do that. I'm sure not everybody is in a position where they're able to, but super big props that you're able to do that. So yeah, if anybody wants to join Gothy Biovenom's family, I'm sure it's a very super chill, fun, awesome place to be. We make our own family. If people are crappy to you, I don't care if they're blood related. They're crappy to you. You don't need them in your life. Sorry. Yeah, let's go. Let's fundraise so we can all move in to Fanocat's 700K house that she's building in, what is it, Home Design Builder 3D? What was the name of the game? Yeah, Home Design 3D. A dream. A dream. Stuff of dreams, you guys. Everyone has their own closet bathroom. No wonder this house is so expensive. Jeez. Everyone has their own ensuite and closet? Oh, the bear lurking in the basement. Love that. There was always such a sense of pride when I remember we all had, like, I had friends growing up that were like, I think there was like 3 siblings, but a lot of them usually had to share a bedroom growing up. And then the oldest like got to a certain age where the parents would convert the basement into another bedroom for them. So they got to like move downstairs to get their own like space and get their own like away from like the rest of the family and get a little bit of semi-independence. And it was always like such a huge cool thing. Yes, that's true. Bear needs a big enough space so that he can run Lego train tracks all over his room and maybe into the rest of the house. Yeah. Because also, too, Bear, what we can do is this train will be on the tracks. And I don't know, I remember ages ago, I went to this restaurant and it actually had like a train of like in the ceiling that would move around. And I think it would like bring you shit. So what we need to do is get these trains hooked up. And it can be, guys, it can be the T train. That's what I want to make like my raids. It'll be the T train. So like, poot toot, T-train pulling into the station. So, okay, we gotta make, so the trains are allowed, but they must provide tea, Bear. That's the rule. They are tea-bringing trains. Yeah. Oh, guys, Lego room. Yeah, little tracks for the train. A library is a must. Got you by a Venom, 100%. Yeah. A library for all of our books. And obviously a movie room. Or like a theater room. Because we obviously have a lot of media that we need to catch up on. Because it sounds like we have a wealth of different films and shows and things. And snackos. Thank you, Average King. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been fun. I'll serenade you guys all one more before I go. Because you keep missing it. Yes! Average Viking. I, like, mushed it all together. Viking. Mm-hmm. Yeah, more singing. Jeez, how many encores, eh? I'll have to think of some new ones. Vincent was doing real good. He was helping me out. We were collabing on affiliate related song lyric options for us. You love it, Bear. Don't even. To be fair, it'll be the 3rd time you've heard it today, so I respect that you are over it. Okay, I really want to finish this ear. Hopefully they're the same size, because if not, I don't know what to do. Average Viking, we are also currently, Fandocat is currently playing, Design House 3D, and is building us all a 700K house with 15 by 15 bedrooms with our own ensuite and closet. And then, what is it? Don't want to mess it up. Yeah, Gothy Biovenom is going to adopt us all, and we're all going to live in this house together. And Bear's going to live in the basement, and he's going to have all of his Lego trains, and they're going to be geared up all around the house to deliver us tea. Yeah. Is it going to be more? Oh, we got a lot more crowdfunding to do, don't we? And it will be our safe haven for all of the people who have shitty blood family and would like a new one. A long boat in the pond. Yeah, dude, you want to have a low-key Viking ship in the pool? Viking ship in the pool for the average Viking so he can sail around and conquer. Tea and snackos. Yes, this is true. It needs to provide tea and it needs to provide snacks. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, you got to. If it's not going to have a dragon on the front of the ship, we don't want it. How un-Viking-y would it be? Okay. Now I just gotta get this ear a little pointier. See now the yeah, the house tour. See, speaking, we were talking about like MTV Much Music shows, Cribs. Guys, our Cribs tour of this home would be so epic. Yeah. Be like, yeah, just casually walking through, and here you will find the giant pool with Viking boat, and now we move on to the kitchen. Oh, look! The Lego trains are coming to provide us with tea and snacks. I would actually be able to do that. Yeah, like narrate it. I love it. I love that idea so much. Right? Yeah, play The Sims. Oh, I haven't played The Sims in a hot minute. Okay. Ooh, the kitchen. Mm-hmm. You just use the mother load cheat, Fanocat. Just mother load that. But you're right, you don't have to budget as much in The Sims, I'm sure. So many worlds to build and explore. Are you gonna get visited by Storm Eunice tonight, Kat? I think that's what we're all prepping for right now. Kathy Biovenom, you're like, I want to create and control life, but which platform will I do it in? Oh, in Texas, yeah. Ooh. Jeez, all over the world, eh? Yeah, because you guys are in the States, because we're buckling down over here in the UK as well. He's kind of looking like a little fox, but we will mousify him at a later date. Yeah. Right? And that's like half the time you spend. It's like you don't do the campaigns or like exist in real world mode. It's like I will sink 1,000,000 hours building something. And then it's like, okay, now play the game. You're like, nah, dude. I'm done. Yeah. I know. Hopefully it hunkers down. Because we're getting our garage redone. All the stuff that lives in there that's like not super fragile, that like we didn't care about weatherproofing, is outside on our porch. So hopefully it doesn't decide to grow wings and fly away tonight. I'll have to take a look at that. I'm all for like chill building games as well. My partner has House Flipper and he loves it. Actually, he has House Flipper, and then my mother-in-law, they got him House Flipper because my partner's family, they all kind of grew up in like playing games. So yeah, so she became obsessed with House Flipper. House Flipper and Power Wash Simulator. If y'all have never played Power Wash Simulator and you like aesthetically pleasing shit, I recommend. Yeah, right? Building dream houses. Yeah, Again, I have all these games. Well, I don't. My partner has all these games, and I have access to his library to play all said games. But yeah, like it looks real good. There's a streamer that my partner got me into, and so we found it through him, and it looks very satisfying. Okay, we will just... Okay, so he's looking like a little bit of a fox right now, but we will give him some like little pinkness in his ears and do whatever. Oh, there's the official review from Bear about his... Is it Sneaks? I'm going to say it's Sneaks. I kind of look at it and it looks like Snakes, but I'm assuming it's Sneaks. The official result is in. Are these energy drinks or are they like non-caffeinated drinks? Because I would be interested if they're not caffeinated, but if they're caffeinated, I gotta stay far away from that shit. I do my 1 morning coffee a day and then my caffeine from my tea, and then at 4 o'clock, no more caffeine intake for Tasha. Oh, it is. Nope. Y'all can keep your caffeine drinks to yourself. Okay. All right. Whew, so we got 1 foot, 2 ears. He fits in here. He looks hella cute in here right now. He doesn't look like a mouse, but he looks happy to be there. And that's all we can really ask of him right now as we slowly bring him to life. So I think we're going to call it... Oh, that's good. Yeah, 2 cups of coffee. Yeah, too much caffeine. But that's good that it's no sugar. I know that there are, like, healthy energy drinks out there and stuff, but your girl doesn't need to be wired. All right, okay. 1 more for the homies. We'll call it an evening. I'll sing my song to you all, thanking you for getting me to this affiliate status. You mean a lot to me. Hopefully we'll get to a point where we're looking at, like, you know, emotes and badges and all the fun little exciting things. But until then, my love is all I have to give. Without you, I wouldn't have gotten affiliate. I wish I could hug every one of you, but my love is all I have to give. And as Gothy Bio Venom pointed out, virtual hugs as well. Virtual hugs and virtual high fives and thumbs up if you're not a virtual hugger. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's cool that it doesn't do much for you. But thank you guys so much. This was my first affiliate stream. I was a little bit nervy about it, but I'm so excited that you guys were here, that we needle felted. We will be back again on Tuesday at 3 p.m. GMT. We're going to be doing some more cross stitching, and then we will be back to this. We will finish our little mouse boy. Well, I say finish. I don't want to grossly overestimate how quickly we're going to get this done, but we will work on him more next Thursday. But yeah, that's it. Should we go raid somebody? Is there anybody that's streaming right now that y'all want to go and raid, or anybody that we should pop in and say hi to? Let's see if any of our friends are online right now. Nail Queen's online right now. So is Odd Top. Let's go visit Nail Queen. She was the girl who gave me my very first raid. And basically, yeah, I don't know, like made me real happy. Oh, Seabird Studios, rug hooking. Ooh, I like that idea. Do you think though, yeah. We'll go visit Nail Queen just because I have a soft spot for her because she was my very first raid and allowed me to meet a bunch of you. And then next time we will do another one. So let's start the raid. It's Nostalgia Tasha's Tea Train. Choo choo. Let's do it. Bring in the hype. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. We will see you later. Let's go raid our girl.